Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world away, and today I'm going to be doing stages 21 to 26 of the Fanhome release and build Darth Vader. Now I decided this week is going to be monsters, figures, figurines, cyborg, that sort of week. So pretty much figurines. We're going to be doing them all week. So obviously we started the week doing the Dalek. Yesterday was E.T. Today we're doing Darth Vader. And I think tomorrow we'll do the Transformers, Optimus Prime, perhaps a Robocop. One of them, just going through the rest of the week. And as you can see, I've got another new thing here, which is my head. Now this isn't my head size because my printer doesn't print that big if I wanted to keep the shoulders as well. But if I put us together like this, you can see pretty much the scale it is. So if I want to do things for scale now, I'm going to hold it up against this head, which could be the new unit of measure. I don't know. Perhaps if I cut the shoulders off, then I can make the head bigger. But I've made it like a fertility idol from Raiders of the Lost Ark. So that can sit there for now, I think. Now, if you want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description. There's also that QR code on the screen, which is actually going to take you to my link tree. And pretty much every build I'm doing is on there. Now, I'm going to be getting onto this today. We believe doing the belt today. I think we're doing a bit of the helmet and then going back to the belt again. I think that's what we're doing. Fiddly bits today, but we'll have to see how that turns out. So, without further ado, let's get cracking. So we're going to start with stage 21. Here's the magazine. And as I said, we're going to start the belt. So we've got some parts for the belt here. Putting all of these together. So it's looking like that. Got a bit of an electric in there to put in as well. The pictures made this look really big, but if you have a look here, the parts are quite tiny, but each part is individually wrapped here. So I'm going to have to open everything. That took a while just to take everything out the bags there. Okay, so first thing I'm going to be doing is on these little lugs here, I've got these red washer kind of things, which are just going to be going over the top of each one. Now they are quite a snug fit, so when I put these on, I've got to sort of push them down, which does take a little bit of force. But there's 6 of these, let's get all of these on. And I've just realised, because, you know, World of Wayne channel, I go into this like a bull in a china shop. But let me just take one of these off. Because there is a way that it goes on. As you can see, we've got an indented section there. We need that to face upwards. On top of those, we've got these 6 buttons, or they're made to look like buttons. But they're going to hold the washers in, so that's how they look there. I need to repeat that 5 more times. They are surprisingly tight to put in. Now, I could put some oil, or I could just use my hammer here. Hammer these in. Obviously, these aren't coming out again. Perfect. Now, I've got this grill here, which is on a sticker sheet. Just get this off. I'll get this off with my tweezers, actually. It comes on a sticky plate. So actually, the way we could put this on is keep it on the sticky plate here. Line up where it's going on here. Just like that. Press it in. And then theoretically, I should be able to peel this off the plate here. Very good. And there you go. That's on like that. I've got another fascia just to put in here, which again is going to be a push in, which I am going to use my hammer again just to knock that flat in there. So that's in like that. Then I've got the buttons to put in the other side. I called them buttons. They're not buttons at all. They're lenses. So just getting these lenses in. So that looks like that. So I'm guessing a light's going to go behind there. Because we do have this lens as well, which is going to go through the part that we just put in there. So it's coming out that side. That came together quite quick, didn't it? And then we've just got the electrics here. So let me just untangle this. This has got 3 lights on this. and it's going to be going on this way so that those three lights are over the two lenses and that red lens that we put in there. I'm holding that in one of these flange screws here. So that's in there perfectly, and that's all there is to do in that stage. So in stage 22, we're going to be going back to the helmet, I believe. So here's the magazine. And as you can see here, all of these details for the helmet, which we're just going to be pushing onto position here. If we need to glue them, we will, but that's how that's going to look. I'm going to shake my head. I'm going to have to get in touch with Fanhome because they've sent me pack 23 and they've sent me another pack 23. So I'm missing stage 22. I have to take a picture of this and send that to Fanhome. So I can't do stage 22. We're going to have to do that next time. By the look of it though, just having a look, there's nothing on this stage, stage 22, which I can't move on. I can still move on and go on to stage 23. So, forgetting 22, put that to one side. I'm going to move swiftly on to stage 23. And here is the instructions. I'm hoping it means that I can continue. Parts here, which are going to be going onto the neck piece, which we would have done in stage 22, I believe, as well. So that's looking like that. Just open one of these 23s up here. I can see once I've installed this that I may have to just take this off again, just so I can get the other parts in for stage 22 that I'm missing. But we are working on this section here. Now, pretty much what we've done here, we're going to be repeating. So first thing I've got is this clip here, which is going to be going onto this bottom section just like that. That's fitting quite flush in there. In the middle, I've got these silver sections just like that, and I'm going to be putting a screw through these. Now this screw is an Allen head screw, so I'm going to use my wow stick. I haven't used this for some time. Okay. Do the same on the other side here. Then in these points here, I've got these studs. It's very BDSM, isn't it? Okay, so that's how that's looking. Then where I've got this on this side, I'm going to be doing exactly the same on the other side just here. And that's gone in perfectly there. Once again, I'm going to hold this into place with these screws and metal washers. And do the same on the other side. And then once again, putting these little studs just into here. And I'm using my hammer just to ensure that these are all pushed in all the way. They're all good. And with that in, that's all there is to do in that stage. So stage 24, here's the magazine. And here, we just got a switch to put in to a back plate here. So just putting these together, this should be a nice quick stage. It is worth noting that in this pack, they've also gave us some batteries. So I'm guessing that's probably for that little belt box that we made. Let's just get all of this out. Now, basically on this section we just created here, the first thing we're going to be doing is we're putting a bit of sponge over this section just in the middle here. So I'm going to do a dry fit to see how that's going to fit on. Just like that. And now I know how that fits on. I've taken the adhesive off the back to get this into position. Perfect. And that's on like that. I'm then going to be putting the housing for the switch in, which looks just like this. That's just going to push into the middle just there. Then I've got the frame for the switch. So let me just untangle this. And we'll just see how this switch works. I'm just going to straighten that out. So it's basically when you push it, something happens. I don't think it's an on-off. Well, it might be on-off. Yeah, it's an on-off switch, basically. That's going to be sitting into this indented frame here. So when I push this in, the switch is going to sit, hopefully, nice and flush in here. Perfect. Just like that. Then this is going to be able to go onto the back of this section here. It's held in with these screws here, these black screws. We need 2 of those. So to operate that switch, just looking here, we'll be pressing this button just there. As you can see, that's going to operate it on and off. Pretty clever, actually. But that is all there is to do in that stage. So in stage 25, here is the instructions. And we've got 2 strips here. And it looks like some more of those washers and screws, which we're going to be bolting this back section onto this section here. I'm hoping that when I do this, it's not going to interfere with the part that I haven't done, but we'll have to see. It does mean taking this helmet and pushing it apart like that. Bring over stage 25 here. And basically what we're going to be doing is putting this back section here onto this section just here. Now, it goes over each side, and there are holes in each side here as well that we're going to need to line up. And then summing up my day today, my microphone decided to stop working for 5 minutes, so I'm doing a voiceover. As you can see, once again, I'm putting these silver washers in and then screwing them in with the Allen head screws. Now I need to do this 2 on each side. So once they're done, I then got this rubber seal, which is going to go around the outside like this on the top. Once that's in, it's looking like that, pretty much like the real mask will probably have, I guess. And then there is one at the bottom to do as well. And that's exactly what I'm feeding in here. So it is a little bit fiddly to get started, but once you have got it started, it's quite easy to get it around and into position. So once they're in, there's one on the top, one on the bottom. As I said, that's going to stop any chafing if you're wearing a very heavy helmet, but that is all there is to do in that stage. So that leads us on to the very last stage here, stage 26. Here's the magazine, looking like this. And I believe we're going to be going back to the belt now. So we've got another part of the belt here that we're going to be doing. So when that's all together, it's going to look just like that. So here is stage 26 here. Once again, I've got to open every individual thing up here. So pretty much how we did the last belt. Once again, I'm going to be putting these washers in, ensuring they're in the right way here, with the indented side facing upwards. Excellent. Then put these buttons over the top. Once again, I'll give them a friendly tap. I've got a bevel just to go into this side here. Once again, on the other side, we've got the green lenses to put in. I do find they seem to fit better a certain way round. I don't know if it is or it's just me. Perhaps they're acting like a USB, but they're in like that. I've got the red lens going in the middle, once again. So that's pretty much where we left it last time. We do have this metal section to put on as well. So just like last time, I will keep it on the sheet while I line this up. Work it in, and then I should be able to peel this off. And it will stay in place there, just like that. Okay. Now this time, we've got the lights on this side, but we've also got some ports on this side here. So I need to make sure I put this in the right way. It's going to be going in this way, just over the top of everything now, with this switch just facing up now. And I'm going to hold that in with one of these flange screws here. Then in the second port along here, I've got a lead to put in. Push that into place there. It needs to be a bit tighter so it doesn't move around. Then I've got this ribbon lead going in here. I want the mouse side to be plugged into this side here. There you go. So that's in looking like that. I've got this battery box that I'm going to be putting into place. So that's going to be plugged into the first lead just there, or the first port. That's good. And then this is going to be going into the bottom of this section just like that. Just slots in there. That's looking good. Now all that's left to do is put the battery cover on, and that's pretty much why we've got some batteries here. Now these are A76 batteries, or LR44s. Let's get these open. And I want to put these in. So the flat side is going towards the spring. Just 2 of these. In the instructions, they've got 3 of them. They only sent me 2. So I need 1 more. Luckily enough, I do have a spare one. And there you go. That's 3 batteries in there. And then I've just got a screw here, which is going to hold this top into place. So I just get that in and screw that down. Perfect. So does this switch operate anything? Let's have a look. It's not doing anything when I operate it here. Is it meant to? I'm guessing one of these switches needs to be connected, but I won't know that until next time, because that is all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. A pain that we didn't have that one stage, but Fanhome are normally good. So when I call them up, I'm sure that will get replaced quite quickly. So better call them now though, because if I leave it too long, that part might not be available. But what I'm going to do is just put Darth Vader together here. Obviously, the bit that was missing was just some extra details for the helmet there. So luckily, the bit that was missing, I could carry on. And obviously, we've been doing the belt with the battery box in there as well. Pretty cool. It's a lot easier than I thought it would be, this pack. When I first had a look at it, I thought, oh, this is going to be hard. Anyway, if you want to get this for yourself, once again, I have put a link in the video description, and all of my links are in that link tree there. But I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.